Hi everybody, today's focus, I'm going to explain to you why I haven't made many videos. So this video is not a bacteria video, it's not a cleaning video, it's not a testing video at all. I'm just going to explain to you why I've been absent on my channel. If you are not interested in knowing about why I haven't been posting videos, just end the video right now, click off and go find something else to watch. If you're curious, let me explain what's going on. So I think in either a community post or a Patreon post, I can't remember which one it was, I had explained that in September I was going to take the month off of making videos so that I could focus on starting the school year and helping my son finish his college applications and college tours and do all the sort of family school stuff that has to be done in September. However, something else happened. So in early September, a family member had a very serious medical emergency and I had to drive out of state to be with this person. My family member was rushed to the emergency room and eventually moved into the ICU. By the time I was able to drive down, it took, three-ish, maybe 3.5 hours to actually drive down to the hospital they were at. It was like 11 or 11:30 at night, and luckily I was able to go into the ICU and be with my family member. Over the course of a week or a week and a half, they were in the ICU at one hospital, then they got transferred to an ICU at a different hospital, transferred to a regular room. It was a whole thing, right? You all know how medical emergencies, happen. Upon discharge, it was very clear to me that my family member was unable to be completely living on their own, and since I had said that I could be there with this person, they didn't have my family member go to a rehab facility. They just discharged immediately to my care. So for most of September, I've been out of state taking care of my family member. They are doing well and are able to live on their own again with some support. So now what I'm doing is I'm spending like maybe 4 or 5 days back home and then going back down for about 4 days. So I'm kind of rotating, coming home for a couple of days, going back down for a couple of days, going home for a couple of days, back down for a couple of days. Mostly because they're in a phase of their medical life where they have to go to multiple follow-up appointments, and there's CT scans, and there's MRI scans, and there's blood work, and there's PCP follow-up, and there's specialist follow-up. There's a lot of appointments going on, and I've been the family member who has been taking them to all of their appointments. Due to the nature of the medical event, this person is not allowed to drive for about 6 months. And anyway, I think when you have a serious event anyway, it's always good to have somebody else with you when you're at a doctor's office anyway, because I'm able to just kind of write down the notes and hear everything and know what's going on, which in turn helps my family member. So I haven't been able to be home. And in the few days that I am home, in a week, I haven't had a chance to say, okay guys, I'm going to go set up the camera and do some videos and do some swabs and just start and get back into my videos. I've still needed to take some time away from creating videos. But I have so many products that I just bought. I had big plans for the fall before this happened. And I have a whole slew of products that I'm completely ready to test. Actually, I can read them to you. I actually wrote them down. Oh, the first thing I have is I was actually ending a test where I was testing how much bacteria grows on a bath towel after using it in a shower. So what I did was I cleaned a towel, I drew on it, so I had like a quadrant of 4 spots on this bath towel. I swabbed it, then I took a shower, dried myself with the towel. The next morning, swabbed the towel. That evening, took a shower, dried off with that towel. In the morning, swabbed it, and I did this for, I think it was 2 weeks. I have to look back and look at my notes and my pictures. And then I swabbed some hand towels, and I think I did my kids' towels without them knowing, and my husband's towel, like just so I could just do some, how much bacteria does grow in a bath towel. That I have a lot of footage of, and I have photos of my Petri dishes, but I have not been able to compile it together to be able to give succinct results. That's in the works. And then here are all the products I had literally just purchased because I wanted to test them this coming. I was going to do these, remember I was going to take a little time off in September, and then I was going to do these in October, November, okay? So I have the Pink Stuff floor cleaner, Odor Band shower and tub and tile, Great Value multi-purpose spray. So that's supposed to be like the Great Value version of Lysol. Odoban floor cleaner. Simple Green Pro 3. Great Value wipes. Clorox Scentiva. LA Totally Awesome. And Tide Hygienic. I have all of those products sitting in my home waiting to be tested. And it's not that I don't want to test them. I just do not have the days enough that I'm home to be able to do it right now. So I appreciate your continued support. One thing I did notice, now I haven't been able to comment. I get all these comments and sometimes I'm able to go look at them and read them, and I haven't been able to reply to them. I've hearted a couple of them, but I really haven't been able to give my time to these comments. But I've noticed some of my viewers have been replying for me. And I want to give you a really big thank you. If you're someone who sees a comment on one of my videos and you're like, oh, I know the answer to that, and you answer the person for me, that is a huge help. And I really do appreciate you kind of helping me continue to grow the Field of Focus community while I'm unable to answer all the comments. So thank you for that. I also just appreciate your general support. I did make a community post where I did explain I was having a family medical event and that I was kind of just busy right now. I appreciate all of your kind words. I appreciate every time you watch a video, like a video, share a video, comment on a video. It helps the YouTube algorithm to help put my videos in front of more people, especially when I'm not able to create new ones right away. I think I explained in another video or a community post, I think, I shared with you that the YouTube, like the pay that I get from the YouTube Partner Program has decreased significantly in this past year. Not really certain what's happening. I have obviously more subscribers than last year. I have more views in some cases in some videos, but the pay just seems to be going down and down and down and down. So any bit of support that you can give me to kind of boost my videos, to get people to look at them, really does help me. Right now, I just need to break even. I need to make just enough money to cover my expenses on this channel. That's first and foremost. And the extra, well, that helps significantly too. I mean, I don't want to sound weird here, but I mean, clearly if this channel is able to earn me a bit of an income, then I can continue doing it, right? I can continue testing, I continue getting products, I can continue doing Petri testing, I can just keep doing things. I can maybe branch out and test some new things. However, if it kind of dips and I'm not earning enough money on it, at some point I do have to make a choice and say, well, it's not worth it. I have to get a regular job, or I have to get at least a part-time or a per diem job or something. I don't even know how I would actually do a real job now. I really need something extremely flexible, just as an aside, right? Because I'm going out of state multiple times a month to handle these medical appointments. So it would have to be an extremely flexible per diem type job. That's a whole other, like, this is like future. I'm just like, there's so much going on. Like you can imagine, there's just a lot going on right now. And the little money that YouTube and Google gives me helps. And your support in having people watch the channel and watch the videos and share helps a lot too. So I just want to thank you for that. But I'm doing okay. Yes, I'm stressed out. I am. I'm doing my best to cope the best I can with the stress that I have right now. There's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to have to rearrange your entire schedule, to be driving back and forth, to be going to appointments, to be helping my family member pay their bills. Just until they're able to really be 100% better on their own. We know they're not going to be able to drive for 6 months. That's a fact. And I do think it's important that a family member or someone else is with them during doctor appointments. But I'm okay. I'm stressed, but I'm okay. So I have to put family first, YouTube second. And I know you all understand, and I appreciate it. So until I can be home for longer chunks of time, and eventually the hope is that, yeah, maybe I'll be able to stay home for 2 weeks at a time. If I'm home for 2 weeks at a time, then I can at least get one full probably iteration and maybe a duplicate iteration of a test. Boom, and be done with it. I might not be able to edit it right away, but I could at least get the testing done. things like that. But I need to be home for like longer stretches of time, not just 3 or 4 days. I need to be home for longer than that. Plus I have other things I have to do too at home. You know, I do homeschool my kids. I got to check on them with school. I got to help them with school. It's a whole thing. It's a lot. Anyway, so I apologize for being unable to create new content right now. I apologize for being unable to reply to comments right now, but I do absolutely appreciate every view, every like, every comment, every share. I really do appreciate that. And I will get back to making some videos. I just need a little time to straighten out my life and to get a better schedule going on. So thank you again for your support. Take care. Have yourselves a great day.